Rethinking Scoliosis, Chapter 1. Imagine standing at the edge of a field that doctors have walked across for centuries, following the same narrow trail, believing that the crooked line they saw on a young person's X-ray was the whole story of scoliosis. For many years, that bend in the backbone was treated like a warped fence post. Push it, pull it, strap it tight, or slice it and bolt it straight, then hope for the best. Yet fresh science now shouts that the curve is only the visible tip of a much deeper tale written in the genes, nerves, hormones, and chemistry that run every cell of the body. When researchers peek under the surface, they find genetic switches that interfere brain chemicals that create posture memory, hormonal surges that speed up bone growth faster than spinal cord growth, and nutrient gaps that leave vertebrae soft at the worst possible time. Together, these hidden forces twist the spine during periods of rapid teenage growth. This whole-body view flips the old script of watch and wait, then brace or fuse, and replaces it with test, target, and retrain. Testing starts with saliva or cheek swab kits that flag common gene variants linked to poor vitamin D activation, slow estrogen breakdown, or neurotransmitter production. A simple urine sample measures neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which guide muscle tone and mood. With these data in hand, families can move from guessing to knowing which pathways need help. Targeted support might mean a daily dose of methylfolate to plug a genetic MTHFR gap, a magnesium-rich breakfast smoothie to calm overfiring nerves, or an evening dose of vitamin D and K2 to harden bone while kids sleep. Just as a mechanic plugs a car into a scanner before fixing the engine, forward-thinking clinics run metabolic panels that track neurotransmitter and hormone balances. When the numbers come back low, targeted supplements, sun breaks, and gut-friendly foods like yogurt and leafy greens serve as simple, science-based tools that families can start the very same week. At the same time, movement programs train the brain and muscles to work as a team again. Instead of locking the torso in rigid plastic, new rehab methods use balance boards, custom-built torso trainer rehab devices, and tools like the ScoliSmart activity suit, which adds gentle resistance that cues core muscles to fire in the right order with every step. Over thousands of steps, the nervous system rewires itself, so posture improves naturally instead of being forced. While old models stamped scoliosis with the label idiopathic, a word that really means we don't know why, the new model breaks that mystery apart. Gene studies already list more than 24 variants tied to curve risk. Hormone charts link growth hormone spikes and estrogen waves to times when curves speed up. The big lesson is that scoliosis is not random, and it is not the same for everyone. Each patient's root cause stack is unique, which means each care plan has to be unique too. This introduction also sounds an urgent alarm about timing. Spines grow like weeds from the early tween years until about 2 years after the first period or voice change, leaving only months, not decades, to slow a fast curve. Waiting for a spine to hit the classic 25-degree brace line or 50-degree surgery line wastes precious time. That is why this new approach pushes for early school screenings, easy phone app posture checks at home, and clear action steps the moment a curve is spotted. Families no longer have to sit in fear watching x-rays get worse. They can launch a full body plan while the curve is still small. Finally, this turning point in care invites readers, kids, parents, and even medical teams to join the circle of action. The pages ahead translate lab reports into plain language, offer meal plans rich in bone-building minerals, list smart questions to ask at appointments, and share stories of teens who traded worry for confidence once they understood why their spines were bending and what they could do about it. Every chapter turns thick medical jargon into clear, doable steps, because knowledge, not fear, is the strongest brace of all. In other words, this turning point is really a starting line, where every family learns that the most powerful tool against a bending spine is the knowledge that scoliosis is a whole body puzzle, and puzzles are solved, not feared.